Hey everybody, Forever Retro 82 here. Hope you're staying safe and being well out there. So today we will be playing a port that was made in Japan but was never released or made anywhere else. And that game is Gunstar Heroes for the Game Gear. Yes, not the Master System, but the Game Gear. And while it is a Treasure property, it was not made by Treasure. It was made by M2. Yes, M2, the company that's brought us all those lovely Castlevania collections and the like. The Gradius collection, the Sega Genesis Mini 1 and 2, and yeah, so they've been doing everything they need to do in order to make themselves relevant in some ways. So, however, this is an early effort, and the fact that it works the way it does is pretty impressive. However, there is some jank to it, and there are some things I don't like about it, but for what it is and what it plays like is fine enough for me. I mean, come on, you're talking to a guy who likes Rise of the Robots on the Super Nintendo. Which is why you should never take my opinion seriously, but with a grain of salt. Your likes may differ or vary from what I enjoy and like. So let's go ahead and give it a play. Treasure. It's our first game, by the way. Basically, I want to show off the intro because the intro is very similar to the Genesis version. Well, it pretty much is, just in Japanese. You're all gonna die, you sons of bitches! Look at that, under one person's power. I mean, I don't. What is that supposed to be, a bomb? Because even if you watch the intro in the Genesis version, it really doesn't make too much sense, other than it's the Empire, and the Empire is trying to find all the jewels so they can awake the terrible Destructor. I mean, is that supposed to be the Empire? I mean, I don't know. It's like an atom bomb, because when it lands on the ground, it goes all white. You know, like the flash of an atom bomb. I don't know. It confuses me. So let's just go straight in, huh? Yeah, free shot and fixed shot. Now, there's no two-player mode, just like the Super Gunstar Heroes on the Game Boy Advance, so that's unfortunate. So, I'll go ahead and pick laser. Now, if you didn't like the black stage, you're in luck, because he's not in this at all. You only have, I believe that's Rose, I think that's her name, or Red, or whatever. Then you have Green, your brother, who's been brainwashed by the Empire, and then you have Orange. So, yeah, that stage has been completely omitted. You gotta think, though, Game Gear cartridge couldn't hold much space. So, you want to see how this game runs? Well, we're about to do that. Look, I know it. I know what you're all thinking. What a steaming pile of shit. But no, it's very impressive. I'm picking my fucking homing laser because that's the best weapon in the game, hands down. Get off me! It is. It really is the best weapon in my opinion, because you can sit there and kick the shit out of enemies, and at the same time, you know, stay out of enemy fire. Now, you don't have all the moves from the Genesis port, or the Genesis version. You have your lounge and your slide. You don't have the standing slide. That's unfortunate. And to pause, you have to hold the start button. And if you want to go through your weapons that you have to tap the start button. And, of course, the goddamn fucking phantoms are actually regular soldiers, just with sparkly all over them. Get off. Prick. They take forever to kill in this particular version, unfortunately. But, you know, as long as I just keep my distance and keep firing and hold the button down, we'll be fine. See, I told you it takes forever. The invincibility frames are too much. They take too fucking long. Which is a problematic thing, unfortunately. There we go. Finally, he dies. It took long enough. I think the PSG music does its justice here. It doesn't sound horrible. It's not high. It's not terribly high pitched like some games on the Master System or Game Gear is. Now that was retarded of me, but I do retarded things here on this channel once in a while. Now we got our first mid-boss. He's pretty much a pushover here. Oh, especially with this weapon. But I like to lounge on him, too, because it does extra damage. I don't know. Just like to beat the shit out of him. Now, you may ask, does the little thing up here work? Well, yes, it does. And you can use your weapon to get extra. I mean, there's no score in this game, but still. You know, if you just want to fucking kill these cocksuckers, you have that ability. Which is quite nice. Because fuck them. You just sit there, hold the button with one hand, and beat off with the other. Okay, I have to admit this composition of this song is quite annoying. I didn't write it, okay? No, I'm keeping this weapon, yo. Don't take that away from me, but I do want the hearts. Yes, give me that shit. Okay, 2, that'll work. That will work. I was about to say, where's the other dickhead? He's off. Okay, of course he's off the screen. Get the fuck off me, you bitch. Son of a bitch. Alright, first boss. Here we go. Yeah, I know, it looks jank as shit with all the flickering and all that. But I can appreciate this. I really can. I know a lot of people just can't because they're like, oh, this is too jank for me. That's fine. Me, I mean, fuck me. Dude, like I said, when I was growing up, I played games with some jank, like ultra jank to it. Now, what sucks about this weapon, though, is it will connect to other parts, too, which is annoying. But it doesn't matter. The bitch is dead. Team Rocket's blasting off again! Boom. Give me my shit. Yeah. Alright, first level done. Now we're going to fight Green. Now, this stage is interesting. You know, in the Genesis game, you ride on these little, like, doohickeys, right? Well, here it's different. You actually are on a propeller, and you have to keep yourself... You'll understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like this now. Basically, all you gotta do is press the 2 button. So you can go up if you want to, let go of it to drop. It's, you know, I know it's like crap, but you get used to it rather quickly. Now this stage on the Genesis version was a complete nightmare on expert difficulty. Just so much shit is like on you, it's crazy. But really, you should really play that game with a friend on expert. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. A solo, it's bullshit hard. But you might like the challenge, so give it a try. But, like, if you play with a friend, dude, you guys will just have a blast. Just tossing each other into bosses, blowing everything up. It's just complete mayhem on your television screen. Yeah, we're already on the boss. The stage is short as shit. I don't know why they made it so short. I mean, obviously constrictions, but... And one of my favorite boss themes don't sound too bad here either. It's not great, but... I think it converted over to the Game Gear just fine. Okay, I timed that wrong. Okay, runner form is dead. Who's next? Ah, shit. Cheetah form. Get off. He's almost gone. Alright. Who's next? Gun? Crab? Which one? Crab. Oh, I hate this cocksucking form. It doesn't matter the version of the game. It's bullshit. Even the fucking Game Boy Advance version of the crab was absolute... Ugh! Frustrating. Move up, dude. What the fuck? Trust me, the controls here are kind of stank. You get used to them, yes, but they don't work in your favor. Ah, the gun. Alright. Pretty easy to dodge his projectiles. But a gun? Seriously? The fuck? I mean, the game is called Gunstar Heroes, but... Whew, isn't this taking it a little too literal? Who's next? Oh, the urchin form. Okay. I kind of like it in the Genesis game because it's like you're in that, like, chasm, and he goes back and forth. Here he just goes, you know, side to side. Okay. See, that's different. He doesn't do that in the Genesis port of the game. He does that now. I think we got all his forms on this particular difficulty. I mean, it's probably on normal since, you know, I just went straight in, so. Finish. Take your piece of shit jewel and fuck out of here. I will, bitch, and then I'm gonna beat your ass later on. And now we gotta deal with Orange. This stage is just as annoying as it is in the Genesis game, from what I remember. But like I said, you get this weapon, you're fucking OG, dude. You're fine. For the most part, it's not entirely foolproof, but for the most part, it is. I want to say about 90% of the time you'll be good with this. Also, if you play the Genesis game, expert difficulty, this weapon is actually fuck all. Like, it does barely any fucking damage. I mean, it does damage, yes, but not nearly to this extent. Oh, no, 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 no. But, you know, if you look at the game, it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's less than the Genesis game. Of course it is. You know, you're dealing with 8 bits less and, you know, fewer resources. But the fact that they got this game in any form to run, much like Doom on the SNES, to me, is quite impressive. I remember back in the day when I stuck up for that version of Doom, everyone was like, oh, he prefers the SNES version of Doom. No, I don't. I just think it's an impressive port, because it is. The fact that it can run as well as it does on there shouldn't be allowed, but it is. It's not the best port, but it is a competent one. Like I said, you want to play dog shit, play fucking Rise of the Robots. That's a bad game all around. There is no good version of that game. It's a shame, too, because, like, they fed us so much hype in magazines about that game. And they didn't deliver fuck all. Oh, look, it's Smash Daisuke or whatever his name is. That noise he makes is his laugh, and it's the most annoying sound effect in this game by far and bar none. And unfortunately, a little later, you're going to have to hear it a lot, and I'm sorry. I wish I could stop that, but I don't have any ways to turn off sound channels. I mean, there's probably a way to do it, but I'm not going to fuck up my Let's Play for that reason, so. Yeah, this Phantom is kind of a pain in the ass because they overuse grenades. Get off, bitch. I don't like the Phantoms in this game. I think they're fucking highly annoying. Alright, let's just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Alright. See what I mean, though? You can just stand around and basically, as long as your thing don't move, you're pretty much guaranteed victory. Alright, here's the part I was talking about. I apologize in advance. You're going to hear that so many times, and I'm sorry. I don't have any control over that. Why do they have to pick up an obnoxious sound effect like that? Didn't they fucking proof play the game and be like, no, we can't have that. That's going to drive players nuts. Nope. Denied. Alright. I got 77. That's not good. Hopefully I can take out Orange with this. Because that's who we're fighting next. I'll do my best. I might have to replay that part, and I'll lose my fucking homing. Was there a load time there? Why did it take so fucking long? Yeah. He's fucking cheap in this version of the game. Now, if he keeps doing that throughout the whole battle, I think we might be alright. Maybe. Shit! Come on. So close. Oh, so close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, bitch! 9 left! Oh my god. Suck a bowl of dicks, fucking orange. Yeah, I can see lefties now. Orange man bad. Okay, remember that really long level in the Genesis version? Well, it's here. And I'm both happy and sad to tell you that it's basically been cut, like, in half, I want to say, or maybe even less than that. But the fact it's here, I'm happy about that. Because I like that level. The music of the Genesis game, oh, mwah, French kiss. Or, sorry, chef's kiss, not French kiss, what the fuck? And I actually like the Game Gear rendition of the song, too. Not as good as the Genesis, but hey. Still gives me that feel. Like, the Genesis version kind of puts me in a trance because you have the sun, like, in the background, and for some reason, like, my head goes to that time frame, like the 90s and shit. I don't know why it does that when it's weird. Like, I can see myself as a kid, you know, hanging with my friends in the evening when I look at that very sun in the game. It's weird. I don't know. You guys ever have moments like that with games? Like, you play something and then all of a sudden your mind is just taken to a different area and time? I mean, I know that's like nostalgia in some form, but I don't know. Some games have these parts where my mind goes to a totally different universe, similar to this, but not the same. Kind of like a whole parallel thing. You know, where it's a different universe, but different outcomes. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I'm trying to explain it the best of my ability, but I can't do that very well. I try, though. Alright, my friends. This right here is a dead giveaway. Super Sea Spirits. What are they referencing there? If you said Contra, good, you know your gamings. Because the game was called, it was called Contra Spirits, I believe, on the SNES. It was called Super Sea over here. I just find that interesting. Yep, even the mechs are here. Find that pretty wild. Now, I can't throw that fucker. I wish I could. Okay, well, I take that back. There's a sun. Like, okay, hold up. I gotta explain something here. There's a sun. That's cool. It doesn't have that same, like, look on the... Anyways, I know I'm making a lot of Genesis... anyways. Okay, you know on Black Stage, you have the no weapons fight between with Curry and Rice, I believe is his name. Yeah, they basically put it in this game on this stage. So I gotta fight this fucker without my weapons. So let's see how good I do. Bare knuckle. Okay, are we referencing Streets of Rage? Holy fuck! Get off! What a dickhole. You might as well be like Dan from Street Fighter Alpha 2 and be like blah 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 like he does. Or Street Fighter Alpha 2. I don't know why he throws twice. That's weird. There we go. I was about to say, give me the health. I earned it. I earned it outright. Give it to me. Yep, so we're already at the end of this stage. Yeah, I told you it wasn't as long. It's still a little long, but not nearly as long as its 16-bit counterpart. And yes, we get to hear this guy in that lovely sound effect constantly. I swear to God, you put that in the funny farm, in the asylum. I'm telling you, people will go nuts. Hearing blah 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 blah. Excuse me. So it has to be one of the worst sound effects in video game history. I would say it's the worst, but that would be lying. Because I'm pretty sure there is worse out there. I'm not familiar with him, though, and he's kicking my ass. Fuck. And he also has the 2 forms in this, like he does. Again, yeah, the whole gun bit. Yeah, this shit. As long as you stand in the right position, you're pretty good, but... I hate this guy. I hate this sound effect. I hate how he has so much fucking health. It's stupid. And you don't know which bullet he's gonna shoot. See, I'm getting my ass kicked. I don't want to. Would you fuck off? Holy shit, dude. Just, yeah, stay there. And let me kill you. That would make my life so much better if you did just that. No, he's coming this way now again. Fuck off, dude. Okay, he's under 1,000. That's good. I just hate when he uses a gun close like that, because I don't know which one he's going to do. Is he going to do the under or the double shot, you know? You don't know which one he's going to do. It's... Okay, now I'm under 100. This ain't good. I think I got him, though. I don't want to speak too soon. Motherfucker. Get off! Holy shit. There we go. Ugh. He was just as bullshit on the 16 counterpart, too, so... I still think this is dark, though. For a game of its caliber. I mean, he just puts a gun to the back of her fucking head, like... Give that shit up or I'm gonna put a crater in the back of her skull. I mean, I think Gunstar Red and Blue want to run a train on yellow, so... That probably is the reason behind that. They're like, oh no, we can't smash that later, she's dead. Well, shut up, we heard that sound effect enough. Yeah, look at them jumping around that victor. Like, yeah, victory is ours! Nah, you think we're gonna sit down and fucking die? Nah, we're Gunstar Heroes, man. We don't play that card. We're gonna go after your ass and kill ya! Because that's what we're about here. Gunstar Blue's like, what the hell happened, damn it? Hey, Red, we gotta keep her safe so we can smash later. Now, this on the 16-bit version would be the spaceship level. Now here, it's something completely original and different, which I can appreciate. Hell yeah, you're in a fucking mech and you get to blow shit up. I know it's not all that interesting to some of you out there, but I think this is cool. And I find if you shoot diagonally down, the lasers bounce everywhere and will hit all the robots, so you'll take minimal damage. And I like in the background how you have green and the spaceship fighting, which normally you would do if we were playing the Genesis version. But we're playing the Game Gear version, so... I think that's still a pretty cool aspect there, too. Yeah, I just think it's cool how you get to pilot a mech. I still think these mechs look gay, though. They have the, like, high heels. Why? We're gonna go dance on the club, sweetie. No. Get off me. Yeah, this part ain't too long. We're almost done with it, but... Yeah, I just think it's neat. I'd rather do this than the shooting stage on the fucking... Because the shooting stage sucked in the fucking Genesis game. I hated it. And we are done with that part. Now we get to fight the boss. And the... Well, in a minute. First we gotta deal with this nonsense. No, I'm keeping what I got. Fuck off. So we can sit here and fight them motherfuckers, or we can just go straight to the boss room, which I'm doing. And that guy hit, really? Dude, fuck your mother. Okay, this is similar, but not the same. as a Genesis game. But the fact that they did something with this effect is neat. Look, I can appreciate stuff like this. I mean, I know not everyone can, but I can. Because, I mean, like I said, I was raised when this shit was new, so... And it even does the spinny thing. That's cool. And you have the runner. With, of course, the theme of green. Or the theme of Seven Force is what it's called. I don't know why they play it here, though. I never understood that. I mean, does the music go with his running? I don't get it. He's almost dead already. What a pussy. Fuck on out of here! Now we're on the final stage, my friends. So we gotta fight basically all the bosses again. You know, thank God, like I said, I'm glad Black's not here, because he had the hardest form. At least in my opinion. I mean, not everyone may not agree with it, and that's okay. Now old boy's gonna hit his friend with a gun. Get out of here, bitch! Like, you know how they say in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, just pass it to Will? and, you know, and here you get the homing laser, and then your life is better. At least during the, you know, playthrough of the game. I don't think there's any health in these crates. I could... Ah, there is. Give me that shit. No, I got what I need. Shit, I fell. Fuck off. I do that on the other version, too. Red Lobster. Dude, I'm expert. This boss is a double basketball player. Without a doubt. Without a shadow of a fucking doubt. You don't want to get hit by the bubbles. Yeah, eventually they start blocking your shit, and all you gotta do is just... That reminds me, is there a block in this game? Okay, there doesn't seem to be a block in this game. I heard from someplace that it is in this game, though. I'm just... Oh, okay, there is! Okay, you gotta press 1 and 2 at the same time. Okay, I was told that there... I never use it, but it's there. Cool. Okay, next is one of my arch nemesis, Orange, who takes 1,000,000 years to fucking die, and I'm pretty sure here it's gonna be no different. Yep, there we go. Muscle! Dude, meatheads like Orange are like super retarded. It's like, yeah, you got muscles. That makes you cool. Okay, bro. Yeah, over 5,000. Over 5,000 HP. We're gonna be here a while. Like, look how long it takes for him to fucking get out of invincibility frames. It's like, almost like 5 seconds. Or it could be 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 seconds. Depending. That's retarded. Why? Well, I guess they want to make sure you die, so... You know, you gotta wait until he fucking gets out of those before you can hit him again. That's retarded. But whatever. Okay, we're getting them down slowly but surely. I apologize. This fight is pretty boring. He just likes to move around a lot. But thankfully, he's the only object I have to worry about. So the projectile... Shit, why did I do that? Sometimes I'm an idiot. I think we all know this by now. Well, he's almost there. I mean, like I said, I don't have any more commentary on this butt nugget. I just gotta kill his ass. He's big and annoying and stupid. He needs to get out of my face so I can go fight Green. There we go. The fuck on out of here! Shit. It's like, dude, I need all the HP I can muster up to fight Dickhead, so why are you taking it away from me? Green's a bitch, though. He really is a bitch. He may not appear that way, but trust me. He is, in my opinion, the hardest boss in this particular game. I mean, I'm not talking the 7 Force either. I mean, that's tough, yes. But fighting him one-on-one like this is a pain in the ass. You'll see. Maybe not so much right at this moment, but trust me, it's going to get that way very soon. This is where he starts being super retarded. For that reason alone, he'll try to get to you so he can throw you. So you want to stay away from him as much as possible. I'm telling you. You will die if you don't. It's happened to me. See? Like, I'm losing health really bad. And he still has plenty left. Fuck! Come on! Maybe if I do like a ring around the rosy thing, I'll be alright. Alright, that strategy seems to work. God, he's a bitch. He's getting there. Fuck off, you cheap asshole! That was cheap, man. Look, I don't want to die on him if I can help it, okay? Because then I have to do this all over again, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. He's getting there. Slowly but surely. Ha! Suck my dick, asshole! Alright, time for some gold and silver. The most dumbest last boss in terms of looks. And the fact that you don't fight him necessarily, but you fight the jewels, it's the same as the 16-bit counterpart. And the gems are like, nah, fuck you, we got someone better to serve. Not your stupid ass. Too bad they don't give you a heart like this. Genesis version, they actually give you a heart, like, on the very end. Alright, well, let's see if I can do this. It shouldn't be too hard. This boss really isn't that bad. Come on, stand still. Shit. Come on, don't die. I might die. Hopefully I won't, but there's a good chance. Because he won't fucking stand still. Almost got him. 11 hit points left to go. Jesus. Oh, that's nerve-wracking. Gotcha, bitch. You're fucking dead. Well, not yet, anyway. You're defeated, though. That's good enough for me. Fuck you. Get out of here. We have awakened the terrible Destructor. And then they approach him. Why? Wasn't he just fried by the jewels? That doesn't make fucking any sense. Well, here they actually look like dead soldiers floating. I mean, where's the general, though? You notice there's only 3 of them? There's no 4th one. Maybe he got vaporized. Who the fuck knows? Now they're saying, like, what are we going to do without weapons? We're kind of fucked. And then Green comes by. I kind of like this version's ending better because Green looks like he's, like, damaged. Unlike, you know, the Genesis game where he's actually, like, intact. Because he's like, you know, I'm on my dying breath, but I need to make amends with you all. And then that's it. Now, you know, I'm not one for ambiguity endings at all. I fucking hate them. But, you know, if you put your mind to it, you know what happens. Green sacrifices himself to kill Gold and Silver, and then Gunstar 9 is safe. If you need further proof, play fucking Super Gunstar Heroes, because it explains it in the story. That's the only reason why I actually bought that game, because it was just pissed me off about this ambiguous ending. But, I mean, now that I'm older and I know better, you know, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, you know, it's fine. But it still would have been cool to see a little extra. Still, I mean, this M2 port is really well done. I mean, it's fun. It's got some problems. Like I said, some of the enemies take too long to kill, and some of them have stupidly long invincibility frames. But the music's pretty good for being PSG. It's got most of the content there. Some of it's been changed, and even it could be for the better or for the worse, depending on your perspective. Like I said, I like the fact that you get to ride these little propellers, and you get to ride that mech. I think that's a pretty neat thing. It's a lot different, sure, than what you're used to if you played the Genesis or Mega Drive original, but it's still nice to have something else, you know, that's not just the same old, same old. So for a bite-sized version, I give it my thumbs up. I mean, they even have the staff music the same as it too. So, compromises were made, but not for the worst. They try to keep it on point with the hardware limitations, and for that, I'm happy about. Yeah, the flickering sucks, I'll admit that. The flickering does blow ass, but, you know, like I said, I was raised at a time when flickering was the norm. You know, the NES could only handle so much with that lovely 1.79 megahertz Rico processor. So that is the end of Gunstar Heroes for the Game Gear. So I really hope you all enjoyed that, or not, whatever. Give your opinion down below. If you want to give me one, that would be perfectly fine. I enjoyed playing this all for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you enjoy emulation or emulate on your own, it'd be nice to give it a try. Now, I honestly think it would be really cool if Treasure made like a box set or a collection with both games on both versions on it and released on modern hardware like Steam or PS5, Xbox Series 1X or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even care. Or even Switch or Switch 2. I think it would be cool if they did that. It'd give fans something to enjoy. I know they released some kind of collection set, I believe, on the PS2 in Japan, but I don't know too much about it. I just know of its existence, and that's as far as I can go with that conversation piece. So anyways, I am Forever Retro 82. I am signing off. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play for what it was worth. And remember to keep gaming, keep loving each other, and keep it retro. Until the next time we see each other, please, take care. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw and would like to support my channel, please consider being a patron. I'll put your name up with these fine folks who have donated to this channel, and that would be awesome to have you on board. If not, that's entirely up to you. I hope you have a good day and take care.